Hi, it's Mark Monlux, and I'm going to be doing another Friday night movie recommendation. Now, I had comments last week that my microphone wasn't working well, so I'm just going to try using the microphone on the phone this week and see how well that functions. It could be that I'm just a soft talker and I need to speak up a little bit. So, my movie recommendation is from 2023, a wonderful gem called Jules. It, I would call this humorous science fiction. Um, this film was directed by a guy named Mark Turtletop. Now, he also did other quirky, funny films like Little Miss Sunshine and Safety Not Guaranteed, and those have gotten more recognition. And he's done a bunch of others, but those movies kind of set the tone for what you can expect from Jules. Now, so the story is pretty much this guy, Milton, elderly man, played by Ben Kingsley. He's pretty much turning into a crackpot with problems with senility, showing up for council meetings, talking about, you know, where a crosswalk is needed and how he thinks that the town slogan isn't clear, that it should be worded differently. You know, basically being just a mild nuisance. And then one time he's at City Hall and he's, complaining that, a UFO has crashed in his backyard and taken out his azaleas and his bird feeder. But that, as an aside to everything else he's grumbling on about. So no one's really taking him seriously, but the truth is that indeed a UFO has crashed land in his backyard, and he's trying to be as gentle and as good as host possible to the little fella who pops out of it. So it's one of those fairly warm and charming, kind of quirky movies, and I kind of my wife and I, we really enjoyed how this spacecraft was fueled. You might get a kick out of it too. Uh, it's a warm and charming science fiction film. Um, Not terribly sappy. It has from a few some serious notes to it because we're talking about people getting older and how nobody's taking them seriously and how they can be, victimized and generally how their kids are having a hard time looking after them. That type of thing. So, oh, I totally forgot to talk about 2023 when this thing came out. I was supposed to do that as a lead, and I'll do it now. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once won the movie for Best Oscar. Loved that film. Um, there was Billboard Top 100 was Morgan Wallen's Last Night. I can't say I'm terribly familiar with Morgan Wallen. I'm going to have to listen to that, I suppose. So, TV shows that premiered were The Last of Us and The Walking Dead's Daryl Dixon. Keeping along in the spirit of Dead Things, another movie that, not movie, but show that premiered on TV was School Spirits. Yeah. So, that's, the 2023 wasn't that terribly long ago. Now, I hope you like this video. I'm going to put it up on YouTube. If you see this on YouTube, please follow and like my channel. I appreciate that. And if you enjoyed this recommendation, come back next week for another one. I've been trying to do one from each decade, and so now that I've done, up to 2020s, I'll probably go back and maybe find something much older and maybe as equally silly as Jules.